What's up, guys? Welcome to Update 9 at Anime Adventures, and let's get that Update 9 tier list. Let's go of all the mythical units. All right, let's hop into it. Also, we are on the quest for 2,000 subscribers, so let me know down below which number subscriber you are. One quick other thing, guys, this is my opinions, and let me know down below what your opinions are. And also, guys, units are not ranked in order inside the tiers. What's up? All right, first up, guys, we have one of the best units in the game. We have as Death, easily S tier. She has insane DPS, guys. She's full AoE as well as time stop and freezes the enemies. So she's not only a good damaging unit, she's also a great DPS as well. One of the greatest units in the game, guys. Next up, we have Akin is the copyright name. One of the best DPS units in the game, guys. Good AoE as well as you can change the form. All right. Basically to allow it to do different types of DPS, which is pretty freaking sweet. All right, next up, guys, we have Yudo. Now this one is actually fairly easy to get, so I definitely recommend you guys get Yudo right here. All right, we'll zoom in real quick. All right, he is really good. Another good DPS, guys. He is a line AoE unit, and I love those line AoE units, guys. However, he does have a long SPA, which is a little bit annoying. All right, if you guys know a Gon's SPA, that's basically him. All right, pretty OP unit, guys. Next up, we have Jotaro, the world version. All right, so this is not the legendary Jotaro. This is the mythic Jotaro. Now remember, guys, these are not in order. All right, basically what makes him great is he's another amazing DPS, guys. He has a AoE and time stop as well, a lot like as Death. All right, next up, guys, we have Ichigo Mugetsu, I think is however you pronounce it. He's another great DPS unit. However, you really need to get him to the max upgrades for him to be amazing. And he also has a cool ability called Last Resort that allows him to remove himself off the field and do a ton of damage, guys. All right, so almost like Light Yagami and All-Star Tower Defense. All right, and also, guys, you can give him a relic as well, which makes him OP, so he scales well with Asta's relic according to the wiki. All right, next up, guys, we have Pucci. Now Pucci is a very good support unit. All right, I need to put him in. I'll put him in S tier as well, actually, my bad. All right, Pucci is a very good support unit. He's another great DPS, as well as his support ability basically makes him have all other enemies attack faster. Very OP ability. All right, next up, guys, we have another buff unit. All right, this guy increases units range. All right, Kisuke from Bleach increases our range and is basically one of the best support units, guys. So you definitely want him because it also decreases SPA and range and increases range. So definitely bring this bad boy along with you. All right, next up we have these two right here, very similar looking units. Oh, all right, I accidentally duplicated it. My bad, boys. It's all good. This is another great air unit, guys. Definitely recommend it if you guys are having trouble with airs. All right, I'll put it in the same spot because I messed up. All right, next up we have Weather Report. All right, Weather Report is another great air/hybrid unit. Definitely really good, guys. All right, as well as another great meta air hybrid unit. Toshiro, another great air hybrid unit. All right, this one we have Power Fiend. Basically, she buffs bleed units. All right, this is a very good ability. However, you need a good bleed unit as well. So definitely a very good ability to use with teams. Easily S tier, in my opinion. All right, next up we have Megumi. All right, he is another high DPS unit. However, he gives curse status effects. All right, very nice. Good for pretty much every mode. Let's go with him. All right, Todoroki. Basically he does slows and burns, so that's a pretty OP combo because he's ice and fire. All right, next up we have Brook, another great support unit. What Brook does is has insanely good damage as well as randomly buffs everybody in the range for damage and for range. So it's not the great, guys. Honestly, I'd probably say A tier in my opinion. I mean, I don't know if it stacks well, but yeah, I'd probably, depending on how it stacks, I might put him in S, but I haven't tested that yet. All right, next up we have Julius. Wait, bro, they have this guy in ASD too. What the heck? This is so weird. Basically, he does the same thing that he does in ASTD. He makes the enemies walk back. I'm gonna give it, like, it's meta, but I'm gonna give it A tier, man. It's good, but I wouldn't use this in like a solo loadout. All right, next up, she slows enemies, even flying enemies. So that's actually really good because I know a lot of units don't slow air, so definitely use her. All right, she is another slow unit, guys. Decent. I wouldn't say she's S tier though. I'd say she's more A tier. All right, Katakuri, very good slow unit, as well as apparently burns as well. So we'll put him up there. All right, and then we have Kenpachi. All right, basically has a nice stun effect. So I'm gonna give him A tier in my opinion. All right, next up we have the bleed units. All right, we have 3 bleed units here that are pretty good. All right, we'll give the bleed units. Denji, definitely A tier. I think he's the strongest bleed right now. All right, I think this is just the shiny version. Or the evolved version, I mean. And then we'll give this guy A tier. I think you might as well go with Denji instead right now. Yamamoto is pretty good for bleed. All right, I think Yamamoto is probably the best bleed in the game. He is a secret unit though. And then we have Natsu and Madara, pretty other decent units as well. All right, next up we have some units that are kind of mid. So I'm just gonna go speed run these guys. All right, these ones are kind of mid right here. All right, so I'm just gonna speed run these mid units. They're good, but like I don't know if I would waste money on them. I'll highlight a couple ones. For example, this one, they're basically mainly damaging units, so you can definitely use them if you would like, but they're nothing like too crazy. So they're basically up to you. If you already have them, maybe use them, but I would definitely try to get some of the S tier units, though I do know a lot of the S tier units are hard to grind. So you kind of have to, you know, like balance your time with how much you want to grind. So these are all the B tier units right here. All right. So these are all good B ground units, and then we have the good air units. All right, so these guys are definitely solid on the air units. Now, Gon, I have Gon personally. I like him as a hybrid unit. Ulukor, I see a lot of people using him. All right, Gojo, fairly, we'll rank him later. All right, Ulukor. All right, I think we're caught up. Megumi, no, Frick, I forget his name. Frick, I got confused with Megumi now. Good unit as well. Lex, still decent. All right, Uryu, he's all right. Decent unit. All right, Jelly is decent as well. I don't know where Gojo's down here. Gojo's supposed to be up here, guys. I don't know why he went down there. That's my bad. All right, next up we have some other units, guys. These ones are good support units, but I don't really recommend them. So I'm gonna probably drop them more in the C tier. So you could use these support units, but they're kind of useless, guys. Definitely use the meta support units instead. Honestly, I can't believe this guy's down there now, but they're down that bad, guys. Oh my gosh, how is Lulu now in C tier? Bro, Lulu got disrespected recently. All right, next up, guys, we have the D tier. This is for decent. Like, you could use these units, but like I would honestly probably give them a hard pass. I'm just gonna speed run these because I don't know if you guys want me to talk about every single one. If you do, I'll talk about them more in a future video. But yeah, these are all just like the units. They're all right, but they're nothing too crazy. All right, I mean, you could do worse. And then, guys, that leaves us with the F tier units, guys. Oh my gosh, oh wait, how did this guy get an F tier? Oh my gosh. Well, just these guys are just all hard passes, honestly. Except Dio over Heaven. I don't know how he got down so far. And we got a couple. Actually, we got a couple more we have to go through. So let me go speed run these guys, the pass units. All right, and then I'll talk about the last 3 units. So these are some of the better units in the game. All right. First up, we have Angel. The problem with her is she's kind of a little bit messed up right now. Like, her ability, you want to get unique on her, on him. I mean, if you get unique, he's definitely high. If you don't get unique, he's mid. So I'm gonna put him in A tier, guys. Definitely try to get unique on in this one. If you get unique, he's S tier easily with super insane damage. All right, Dio over Heaven, like, bro, do you even have to ask? He's a good air unit. And of course, guys, we got Aizen Full Hollow is another great air unit. So there you go, guys. There is the tier list for Anime Adventures. Let me know down below what you would like to change. And shout out, guys, to the Anime Adventures Wiki for helping out with this video.